Howdy folks, welcome to episode 39. We're going to fill up our water here where we left off. And I also went and brought the Tweetsy down because we're going to need it in order to, do this. Let me see if I can I reach? I can't reach. Okay, I have to do this. All right, we're going to start filling the water. So yeah, I have to, and you can't jump up here for some reason. Not sure why. Whoa, that was weird. Is it just the one side? That's interesting. Look, the one side I can... Wow, that's really weird. I don't know what that was. It's scary, isn't it? All right. Anyway, yeah, here. Can we get up onto the... Is it... Okay, it is loading the water. All right, so anyway, we're going to need to bring this... How many... Because the water spout is here, but we want to bring it up to here. So we want to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 or 20. We want to bring it maybe 19 of these ties. But anyway, yeah, we want to bring that back by 19 ties. It'll tell us up on the left when the thing is full too, which is pretty cool. And is this... Let me make sure that we actually have heat. Yeah, see, we're out of fuel. Okay. All right, we're out of fuel, so we need to refill this one. I already did refill the... Oh, man, and it's frozen, too. All right. 0. I'm surprised it doesn't go down to, like, minus 273, right? Okay. Anyway, yeah, so we need to... back this up by 19 ties. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to start here with the... You know what? Why don't we start at the back of this, because that's where our perspective is going to be. So let's get a sign. Here's your sign, right? And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's right here. So that's where we want to bring our engine back to, the back of the engine, so that we can get our next car back there. See, this is where it's going to be really nice. And check it out. Look at how close we were to the front. I mean, we probably could have brought it forward a little bit more, a couple more ties. But all right. You want to bring it forward a couple more ties? Tie. All right. What was that? Oh, I know what it was. Okay, so when we come in here, there's a little bit of a downhill. So the back end of the train is trying to push. Did we lose our... No. What has the brakes on? Oh, I might have the brakes on the... Wow, that's really loud. Let me turn this down, too. I might have the brakes on the... Tender? Let's see if I turn... No. What is... Why is it doing that badly? Let me try this again. Let's go like this. Regulator. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it just suddenly... It did like the sudden stop thing, too. It was really weird. Okay. Yeah, that's too many ties. Alright. Go like this. Get it moving just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that should get us where we need to go. Let's fly back there. Yeah, that's really going to be nice when they add the ability to see where the thing is. Did I... Yeah, okay, I'm out of flying mode. I didn't want to click on the thing until it was out of that mode. I love this, because who knows which direction you got to move the mouse to get it to go the way that you want it to go. Okay, so while that's filling up, we want to come back. I think it's 21 more railroad ties. So we're just going to go like this. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's about here. So we're just going to bring it back to there. And that should be in the ballpark. I mean, it doesn't need to be precise. It doesn't need to be to the inch, you know, or 2.56 centimeters for those of you on the metric system. Did I have the brakes on or something that I wasn't... Was I trying to go against my own brakes, maybe? Is that what it was? And I hope I let that fill up with water. Did you see the message up there? Because I was totally not looking at the part of the screen. I was totally tunnel visioned on the thing that I was counting. So I have no idea if that actually went up there. But anyway, yeah, don't ask me how I know, but I know that this bean cannot bring this train loaded with water up the hill. All right. I kind of had a I tried to record an episode and there was just way too many things that went wrong. So I just deleted the whole thing and decided to start over. I'm like, it's not even worth. So why did I tell you don't ask me and then I tell you anyway? That's what you're asking me now. Don't ask me why I said don't ask me. All right, anyway. Let's get this. Let me see. You know what? There's another way to do this too. If you can, yeah, see that one shows 12 too. And I don't know if it's done yet. Oh, and you know what we need? Oh, we just need to bring the front here. We just need to bring the front back to that one. There it is. See, the freight car is fully loaded. All right, so we're going to go like this. We're going to turn off the brakes. We're going to bring this back till this little line. This little line. See, when I let go of it, that's when the brake applies. Boink, like that. Cool. All right, and that should be the fourth car. So let's get back there and see what we can do. Oh, it looks like we didn't bring it back far enough. Because I don't think that water... Yeah, that water spout's not going to go over that. And we're going to bring it back a couple more. Go like this. And we're just going to bring... Yeah, it's... You know what? It rolled. It rolled forward again. Okay, but anyway. There we go. We'll try that. Alright, am I still on fly mode? No, I am not. Okay, it does take that. See, they're all moving back. They're like relaxing or whatever. Okay. That's the word for it. It's not compression or tension. It's the relaxing and flexing and... Yeah, right. Okay, so this one is open. This one doesn't look open. I guess it is. Okay, it looks closed to me. I don't know. I don't know why. Isn't this supposed to be up? No? What's this one? It doesn't show the little bar. Alright. Okay, well, we're just going to have to trust that it's open. This one needs to do that thing. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. And then we're going to back up into this. See, there's a little bit of a hill here. If you look, there's like a little crest right here. Oh, I gotta turn off the brakes too. Here, let's go like this. I need to find the little coupler thing. Where is it? There's a little thing that lets me hook the coupler on, because if I don't do that, it's not gonna attach. Where is it? Alright, let's try this and see if it'll give me... Maybe the door's in the way? No. It's in here somewhere. Where is it? Why can't I... You know what? Have we ever reattached this before? I don't think we've ever actually done that. Yeah, it's starting to go. Okay. Brake. Turn off the regulator. We need to get... That's that one. You know what? Do we need to come down here? I think we need to come down here. It's this one. But it's on this vehicle. Alright. Well, I'm going to figure this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, like 10 minutes later, I got it. Let's see if we can make this happen now. I want to back this up, and then slam on the brakes. Why does it keep coming out? It keeps coming out. It won't connect. This is awful. Alright, well, we're going to back this up into here. Let's hit the brakes. We're going to do options, gameplay, automatic couplers, back, continue. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this to happen. So let's try at least getting that to attach to that. Because that way it's even worse, right? Then we're not going to even be able to get it to go. Why is the brake still on or what? Why is it acting that hard to push? It's acting like the wheels are dragging or something. It's not that much of an uphill, is it? Oh, I guess maybe it is. See, that's the dip I was talking about. All right. So, we got that. Wait, is it working now? Let's see. We're going to just give it a little bit of regulator. See if this wants to pull. Oh, it is going to pull. Okay, cool. All right, so I think what we're going to do is I do not want to try to I don't want to try to do all of these cars or whatever and the engines and try to coordinate the engines and all that stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this coupler. Did it open it? It made the sound. See, you got to do it twice. I'm not sure why it makes you do that. And we're just going to leave the water on because it's funny. All right. Somebody is in the audience is going to be like losing their mind and rage quitting and unsubscribing and everything else because I left the water on. So, and it went through the stock car. See, it's colliding. Look at it. Make sure you look at it. It's colliding through the stock car. And now the water's still running. The water's still running. We're wasting water. Look at it. All right, anyway. All right. So, we're going to bring this and then we'll use the other engine. We'll use the other engine to bring stuff back, the other stuff back. And I might do that off camera, I'm not sure. But we just need to deliver the water, and then I think... I don't remember if the hay bales go in that, or the box cars, or that, the whatchamacallits. And you know what? I need to be, like, mindful of the fact that half the time when I'm pointing to something that's up here, it's behind my head. Because when I'm looking at my screen, I'm not seeing my own head on the game screen. Okay, it's not overlaid on my monitor, it's on a separate monitor. Okay. We don't want to hit that. Yeah, even at 20, it's kind of scary. But, yeah, we definitely don't want to hit that at 35 or whatever. Alright. Let's get up to the thingy. We can get some reverse around here before we hit the hill. Yeah, I had all kinds of problems, and the final straw was I got to the hill up here, where it doesn't really look like it changes slope, but all of a sudden I'm on a hill. And, I mean, it would not budge. And then it's like it stops, and I put on the brakes, and it's like slowly sliding down the hill. And it wasn't like a matter of, you know, a couple more horsepower is gonna solve the problem. It was a matter of like, you know, we're gonna need a huge engine or just break the train. And I was pushing it because remember the other engine was on the end of the train, so I couldn't just I couldn't double the hill, as they call it. I know. My deepest apologies for using an actual industry term correctly. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to get... I'll have to figure it out. And I can't... I hit the H key and it doesn't bring up the wiki. I really wish you could see the wiki while you were driving. Maybe you just put it like in this corner of the screen or something too, instead of dead center, so you can't see what your train's doing. Put it in a separate window that goes onto a different monitor or something. Yeah, this was the hill. See, it's pretty significant, I guess. It didn't look like it until you get to it, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, that's kind of a hill, isn't it? Kind of, sort of. I mean, it probably could have made it less... I don't know if I could have made it less steep, because it's going way steeper here than we are on the tracks. We smoothed it out. Alright, let's make sure that we actually have... Yeah, the switch is set. Okay, and we're going to do this. Because we need to build... We need to build our track up there. Let's see if we can bring down our cursor and get some extra speed. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we're back on level ground. We're close enough to it that this is overpowered enough that works. Okay. Stop here. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why is it? Because I didn't stop the regulator. That's why. Okay, so anyway, we're going to drop this stuff off, and I need to get a, I need to get the other track built onto there, too, so that we can get the stuff out of the other side. So we're going to do that before we drop all this off. Get up here. Yeah, that's fine. So what we need to do is we need to kind of come out here and go around and then come back in. So I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to go like this, and we're going to use this kind of thing. There we go. And then we're going to go straight for a little bit. Or kind of curve back in anyway, gently. We're going to try to curve gently a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to use the this curve. And let's go like, whoops. Go like this. We'll do 100, and then we can bring it back out. I want to do like a 50 or 60. Let's see where 60 gets us. Let's go up in the air and see, get a perspective of what we're doing here. That looks like it's about the right curve. So maybe, yeah, we're just going to leave it at 60 and see where that gets us. There we go. I'm kind of surprised there's not just like a continue button. You know, put a segment here and continue, because you do that so often. Okay, and this is apparently going to want to go uphill a little bit. Is that going to stay above ground? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're going to go like that. And see, then we're going to need to come around a little bit. That's a little loose. So we're going to go... Yeah, see, this is too wide of a radius, because it's not going to bring it around. Okay, so we're going to have to redo this at a lower radius, but that's fine. We're going to do a 50. I was kind of thinking a 60 might be a little too relaxed here. Okay, so we're going to go like this, and then we're going to do, yeah, that's 50 meters. Okay. Come up here. I mean, you would survey this out, obviously, but that's what we're doing. We're surveying. And is my slope at 0? Yeah, it is at 0. Maybe we should bring it up a little bit, and then we can bring it back down a little bit on the other piece here. Go like this. 0. minus 0.5. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go like this, and we're going to take off the 5. Take off the 5. And let's see how that looks. That looks really sharp, doesn't it? But it's yard. It's in the yard. You just got to go slow in the yard. In the yard. All right. And let's get this put on here. And then what we can do is we can do another, we can come down here. There's got to be a segment over here somewhere where it comes in. Let's just take out whatever this segment is here. We're going to demolish this one. How far back does that go? And we're going to put in a switch that goes to the left with the switch on the left. So like that. And see, now we'll have like a nice little teardrop thingy. I don't know what they call that. I hope I didn't accidentally correctly use an industry term. But there we go. We've got that. We're going to do this. Because then we can turn around at this point. Let's see if we can get this to go green. There we go. Oh, it does that. All right, and then we also need to, whoops, let's go re-rail. We need to get the trees off here and stuff. So let's go do our logging. Got any other? This one's a little close because it's right by the switch. We don't want to be blocking the switch and not see where the switch is when we get to it. So we're going to take these out just for good measure. Stupid nature always being in the way of our more important. Wow, that looks really sharp. We're going to find out how sharp it is when we take the tweetsy around it on the thingy. And then I don't think we even need to, maybe this one? Yeah, we need to take out this one. Logging. Oh, there's a little baby there. Gotta take out the little baby tree. All right, and then demolish that. And that. And that's just those two segments. Okay, cool. Let's go like this. Fly around this. Okay. So we have 0 water. And we had how much of the whatever it is? Pallets, 59. Oh, I didn't go back in and add the 60th one that we got robbed or whatever it was. And then we got a couple of them that fell off or whatever. Okay, so we need to bring... It doesn't actually need to be that accurate, does it? Why was my reverser on backwards? I didn't do that, did I? Did I do that when... Oh, that's probably why my regulator was still on 100. I missed the regulator. I tried to grab it with the mouse and I wasn't looking directly at it or something. Totally spaced one of those out. I never do that. What are you talking about? It's back to school, and speaking of, back to school this week. This is the first week of school, and I blew by one of my stops. Had to go around the block. Whoops. I'm the first person who's ever done that. I'm sure. No, I was laughing with the office manager about it, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry, it happens to the best of us." And I'm like, "Well, of course, I know that. I'm the best of us." And it happened to me. And humble. Okay. Let's get brakes off. Yeah, that's right. And we can turn on the generator on this one, too. Alright, so we need to get our... My text is in the way. There we go, that's a little bit better. I know, it's super dark, isn't it? Say that again. Okay. Lantern. see where we are. How's that? See, that's pretty cool. That would be cool if you do that and it hooks up and then you turn the thing or whatever instead of the drops falling from the sky. But whatever. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to line up the back of the red car with this post right here. We can. See if we can see the post. Oh, it's also the switch. Okay, that works too. Back of the red car with the switch. Sun gonna come up soon? What time is it? Oh, I can't use the P screen. That looks like it's about right. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. Okay, it's getting there. Time flies, doesn't it? Tempus fugit. All right. And fruit flies like bananas. Okay. We need to bring the blue one up to where the switch is. What time is it? See, the sun's just about to come up. It's going to come up at, I think, 6. See if it comes up, because then we can actually see. Should be. There we go. All right, much better. Turn off the P. And we want to go... Yeah, it's really pushing our luck with the visibility here. It's really hard to see, even if the call it is there. Alright, that looks like it's close. We'll see. And I keep coming out the wrong way. Let's go like... Oh, wow. That's cool. It does like flex. I don't. Is that coming out of this or is it coming out of the car? Or I guess it's not coming out of either. It's just there. All right, so those should be done. 40. Yeah, see, it's taking the seed pallets. Let's go over here. I know we can look on the screen, but I want to go over here. And straw bale. Did you hear the rooster crowing? That was pretty cool. 12. And then we have wheat somewhere. Grain. Okay, so we have grain and straw bales. So we need to figure out which... You know what? In the wiki, does it show... It shows the freight. So if we go straw bale, will it tell us which cars? Yeah. Bulkhead flat car. Those are the cordwood cars. And then the... Not CPAP, the grain. The grain is in the box car. Okay. Can be sold at the freight depot. Okay, so it looks like that's our it looks like that's our other train. Because we have the... That's the box car. Okay, that's the stock car. Yeah, that's what we have the stock car for, is for the cattle from the cattle farm. Okay. All right, so we need to take this train back down to the water. And I'm trying to think if we want to go backwards or forwards. Let's try, because I want to try going around this. So we're going to go forward. So let's just do it. Go. We're going to see how well it handles this corner. Because this is a really long train, so we'll see. If anything's going to fall off that corner, it's going to be this. At least any of the ones that we drive. What's the one that's really fast? That was in the original? Or that's been in for a long time, whatever. The one that's really fast, that's high geared with the huge wheels. I can't remember the name now. It must be the whatchamacallit. But yeah, there's one of them that's really long. The high-speed one that I think is there for passenger stuff or whatever eventually. But it was terrible at going up hills. You know that one? Alright, let's see how this does on the tracks here. Probably even going a little bit fast. Let's just down a little bit. Slow your roll. See, if the corner is sharp enough, then the end of one car hits the start of the next car, and that's where your problems begin. Especially when the physics engine decides that they've overlapped, and it needs to unoverlap them. I've never figured out why... Oh, the stock car looked like it skipped over there, didn't it? It's interesting because I see other people write physics engines, and what they do is they'll basically take the difference between last frame's position and this frame's position, and they assign that value to the momentum. And I always do it the other way, where it's like I take the momentum and I move the object, and then, or velocity, you know, and move the object by the velocity, its current velocity, and then if it's collided through something, and you're assuming it's an elastic collision, and no energy is lost in a collision, you actually, well, I actually keep that instead of trying to bounce it off and doing all that stuff, and then assigning wherever it happens to land as the new velocity, which is totally ridiculous. It's like, no, if I know it's going to be an elastic collision, then the velocity already automatically needs to be specifically that number, so why would I change the velocity? But anyway, that's where the yeeting comes from, because when I do, I mean, I haven't done super duper complicated physics like this, but, you know, just stuff bouncing off, particles bouncing around and bouncing off each other and that kind of stuff. Never had that kind of problems where stuff yeets and everything. You're doing it wrong, you know? That should be pretty much a core part of the physics engine, is that stuff doesn't suddenly, you know, overlap and then suddenly correct its overlap by magically having 50 billion times as much momentum and energy as it had a 60th of a second ago. I mean, is it just me? Am I the only one who thinks that's reasonable for a physics engine to do? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna coast down this hill, and I need to find the... That looks like the right number. Okay, we're going to go on the map, and we need to flip this switch, because we're going to get out of the way of the other car. We're going to bring this down here so that... No, we're going to do this. We're going to leave it on this track. But yeah, we're going to bring this down here. Looks like it's going... No, it's not going fast. Okay. Need to do this. But anyway, yeah, we're going to leave the water cars down here, because we do need to refill them and bring water to the... I think each of the things needs water. If I remember correctly, I think each of the farm buildings needs water. I know the cattle need water. I don't know if the meat processing, but I think it does. Maybe it needs coal? I think it needs like coal and rails or iron, raw iron, right? To make giant copper blades. Choppy chop blades. Just raw iron. Because they just go through, you know, each cattle uses a giant ingot of... Sure. Sure thing. It's game logic, you know, like in 7 Days to Die, you craft a pistol, and the cheap pistol, they're all the same size, right? But the tier 1 pistol takes, say, you know, 10 ingots of steel. I like that. And then the tier 6 pistol takes like 90 ingots of iron, or of steel. I mean, where's all this steel going? I mean, anyway. It's still running. Oh, that's the best. That's awesome. Okay, we're doing a car wash, right? We're doing the train wash. That's why we left the water on so we can do the train wash. So these are the box cars that we need to pick up the grain. And then those are the whatchamacallits that we need to pick up the other thing. Yeah, I got all the names down. Let's see, let's go like this. This one you can't get into. And now this one's going to be frozen, right? Oh, cool. We're still at 8%. Good. Good. All right, that works too. All right, so we just need to back this one up. We're going to bring this up the hill. And I think we're all good. We're going to bring it through the train wash. We're going to kind of take it easy here until we get up this little hill, because that is a recipe for derailing. For disrailing. Unrailification. Anyway, get this moving. We'll bring this up the hill and then we can say we did something today. Go. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we're good. And we're just going to let off the regulator here for a second because we're not going to go 30 over around the switches, especially because that one switch is going to flip when we hit it. It's going to go all spring switch on us. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we can crank it. There we are. Alright. So we hit the hill. Then it's gonna... Then we gotta adjust again. But we'll get as much speed as we can before we hit this. I'm actually kind of surprised. You know, those cars are kind of light. I guess the box cars are kind of light, too. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that it can do that much. I don't remember if this one has more power or not. I mean, look at it. It's at 200. The boiler's at 200 PSI. That's pretty significant. I think the other one's only like 150 or 160. Alright, now we're going to start, yeah, see, we're going to start getting the slope slowly increases as you go. There we are. There's this little corner and it kind of levels out and then it goes up the big one. I'm starting to learn this. Starting to learn this hill. Actually been up it more than once now. Looks a little barren out here. Lots of trees, they're just not near us. I do like that they did this with the little patches of trees and stuff like that, though, on this, instead of having like just a giant forest, like in Pine Valley. I mean, Pine Valley is not a bad map, but the other thing was, if the trees were so dense, it took like an hour to cut through all the trees. We laid a track. Especially if you had any kind of width around it. I probably would have been back to writing my my tree editor, the tree painter. It's too bad that doesn't work anymore, but... Alright, are we still... What the hell? No, I think we're back on level ground. Okay, but we're getting close to this switch anyway. So we're going to do this. We're going to let it coast. And I probably should go turn off those messages. I do like the ones for the trains. The cars that tell you the cars are full. I should do that now. Because I think maybe you know, it would be a good idea to do that where you can see it. Instead of turning it off, instead of just saying I turned it off in the off camera or whatever. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see if we can go options. Would that be graphics? No, that's not going to be graphics. Let's try gameplay. Gameplay alerts. Oh, see, it is all or nothing. Okay. All right. I'm sure they would add some finer controls to that. They can add some finer controls to that if it appears useful. And I think we just need to get the car between those. Okay. See if we can bring it back a little bit more. About a half a car length, maybe. So we're going to bring the front of the thing back to here. So let's just go like back to there. There. Let's see what that does. Does that get us? Yeah, that gets us down there. All right, cool. So we should be able to, I think, just click this. Where was it? There it is. Excellent. Because I think these are now set up so that if your car isn't in the right place, it doesn't just throw them. Just toss them. The crane toss. All right, and that's 4, 5. And how many does this take? It's 3 of what? 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be 10 or 15. It's gonna be 15. Okay. Go like this. We're gonna come back 1 car length, a little less than 1 car length. So let's just go like this. Come back to there. There we go. All right, that should do it. And I think we're only going to need 3 of these cars, not all 5 of them, but that's okay. Yeah, see, we did come back about a car length. Where's the crane? There it is. Yeah, it looks like they're going to use 15. And we only started with 40. If that. Oh, you know what? It's gonna make more as we empty that out too. So maybe we will use all 5 cars. We'll see. We'll see how much we use. And that's the second group. And there's the third group. Okay, so I think we can now. Oh, maybe it's 4 of them. Now we can. There we go. Now we can actually see it. We can see the shadow. There we go. All right. And we're going to go get at least 15 more, I think. I keep wanting to hit enter on the crane instead of clicking. Let's see what it's doing. It's at 18, so we got 1 and more. And let's see how it's doing on these. Is it running out of water or seeds? We have seeds. Okay, it used up the water. All right, so it did use up the water, so whatever's in there is in there. 9. Okay. And that's 12, 6, 3. Yeah, they're probably going to get 3 on 1 car. Okay, that's fine too. We'll go like this. Not a big deal. This. Get this loaded up. There we go. All right. Get this one going. And the crane. Okay, cool. So we're going to do that, and then we'll try to get the box cars back to the thingy. And we're going to, I think, I think we'll start with the one that's closest to the engine, because it'll also be easier to unload. And hopefully these cars will make it around those box cars. May, if anything's going to crash on that corner, it's probably going to be the box cars. So I might want to... Oh, man. There's not much I can do other than just try it and see, you know? Even if you go slow, it's still going to be a disaster when it goes. Alright. Yeah, those are doing fine. We'll see how the box cars handle it. I see that your box cars are as big as mine. Well, let's see how well you handle it. Okay, we have... that. It's the door right there. We need to get those. The box cars look like they're going to survive too. Cool. As long as we don't stop too quickly, right? Huh. See if we can do it. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we've got here. Is it... oh, it's that. Okay. It's the chute spout. There we go. 500. It's out of 12. Okay. Cool. And how much grain do we have? We have 38. Okay, so yeah, it's going to take like 40 of them. Or four cars, I mean. Cool. So we're going to have to bring them back. We're going to have to bring them forward once we get to this. This puts the little thingy in it too, doesn't it? Let's see. It puts the little walls in there. Yeah, see, it puts the little walls in there. And the grain piles up. That's pretty cool. It's such a... I love the photographic type textures like that. I don't know why. They amuse me. When they're full bright, especially. I think it's because the lighting... You can never get the lighting on those to look the way they should. That's 11, so whenever the next one goes... There we go. Alright, good. And we didn't even waste any, see? Okay, so we're going to go like this. Because, yeah, the light's going to come from one angle, and then... or a different angle, depending on where the train is in the game and all that stuff. But the photograph was taken from a specific angle. You know? So it looks like a bad Photoshop job. Is one up there yet? Not there yet. There we go. I think it's about like that. Alright. And let's get that moving. Perfect. Oh, we got our next guest conductor. This is Vespa. Yes, named after Princess Vespa. Would I lie? All right. What? She's going to help us in future, I'm sure future episodes too. But, yeah. The other one still hangs out. But this is our latest addition to the home. The home for cats. Alright, that's 10. That's 11. Should be able to see it on the corner of the screen. There it is. Okay. We should have 16. 16. Okay, cool. And then we just need to bring it forward one more car. Whoops. And let's go like this. One more car. I'm sure there's a thing with the shade that would tell me where I'm at. Whoops. It keeps dumping me out the wrong side of the train. I'm trying to get out the other side. Alright. Whoops. And this will bring us down to 4. There we go. Let's open the door so we can see. And we're going to open this other door too, because we're going to need that one. And then I think that's all we're going to be able to do today. I'm already probably a little over time. That's 4. Okay. So I know where we're at. But yeah, this is going to be... Yeah, this is going to be all... I'm not sure if I'm going to redo that, because I don't want to have to slow down to like 2 miles an hour to be able to get around that corner without feeling like the train's going to fly off the track. Because you know it's going to. You know it's going to happen at some point. Alright, that's 10. Here's 11. And 12. There we go. I mean, you could just look for the freight cars fully loaded message, couldn't you? Instead of having to count them. That's kind of why I left them on, right? Okay, so where is the... See, the shadow is right past the door. So if we go like this... Because the thing is, the angle of the sun's changing a little bit, but... It's about where we are. Alright. I just got to be gentle about slamming on the brakes and stuff. This should do it. This should empty it out. Cool. Alright. So anyway, that is going to be it for episode 39. Join me in episode 40. What we're going to do is I think we're going to bring the water up and then put these trains back together, maybe. Because I don't think we have hills this big going to the rest of the industries. That's the cattle farm, which is the next one. We need the wheat. Yeah, we need the... I think we need both of these things, the grain and the thing, and the water. Yeah, so we got to bring all 3 of those. And then we need our stock card to bring out the cattle. Bring the cattle to... Where is the meat? And that's the meat packing plant. Yeah, we need a stock car and we need a bunch of coal. And then the... I don't remember what the meat goes in. But anyway, that's going to be it for episode 38. 39? That's going to be it for 39. See, I screwed it up too. That's going to be it for 39. See you in episode 40. Later.